You guys, hi, Tina Salisbury.
And Jennifer Lipp.
So I am with I'm Choose Fit and Jennifer.
Balanced and Faithful.
So we are two coaches that are working hard to help people to live balanced and faithful and to choose fit in your life through the things that you have. So I live in Salt Lake City, Utah.
And I'm from Newcastle, Wyoming, but I am at Tina's house right now, and we are headed up the mountain for the weekend for a leadership retreat with our coaching team.
So we're so excited. This is just such a great opportunity and something that I know in the 2.5 years since I've been a coach, I've just been really excited to be a part of something like this, to have an opportunity to come together as leaders, and not just like in a huge sense. We partner with a company called Team Beachbody to help people with a lot of the tools and things that they need to help them with their fitness. So of course that's a huge network of coaches, but to really have that intimately with our team and to be a part of this, and our upline coach, Wendy Bankhead, and her team, Team TNT, is just something that we wanted to share a little bit with you, and having the opportunity to get together where this is actually the first time Jennifer and I have ever met. But the wonderful thing about the coaching community and what we do is that you have this opportunity to meet and build and network with amazing women who are empowering their lives, empowering themselves to move forward and doing the things that they want to do. And it's from anywhere, you guys. So you don't just have to be like right there in your local community or tied to people that are just right here in your neighborhood. Like, you meet, and then it just makes this so special to have the opportunity to, you've known each other, but now you like get together. We're here. Jocelyn, good morning. And it's just a really fun thing. So we thought before we head up to Park City today, and we hope that you follow through the weekend, because I'm sure we'll have lots of neat opportunities to share with you some things that will inspire your life. But we wanted to just take a moment and share with you a little bit about our coach experience, why we did this, who we are, because Jennifer and I come from different backgrounds, but she's killing it in her business, and our team is growing. We are part of the top 1% in the network of coach communities within our team, and that's pretty amazing to see. When you've got a network of almost 50,000 people now, to be in that top percent, and for you guys to have the opportunity to join with that. My story with this opportunity started about 3.5 years ago. I had just recently quit my job, a busy full-time career that was focused on sales and business development. I worked 10 to 12 hours a day outside the home, and honestly, I really loved the work that I did. I loved what I was able to, how I was able to give back to people, finding them jobs, helping companies find solutions to their problems. Like, it's always been something that's very key to my heart, to just have that servant mindset and mentality. But it was also really draining for me in the way that I wasn't able to be there for my family. Like, I just missed that opportunity to be more present in my, as my family grew and I had kids. I have 5 kids now, and life, as much as it would have been nice, I think, to stay home while they were little, I think it's so much more critical because they're so much busier and there's so much more going on the older that they get. So having that opportunity really was something that meant a lot to me. But how we were able to do it, how we were going to do it and live off of one income, and significantly cut what our family was making by about 50-60% was something that was pretty daunting to look at. And honestly, I just didn't feel like it was probably going to be possible, to have success in the family. And we just have to work, and the way that you work and become successful is you have a career outside the home, and and you just work hard, right? Like, you just work, you have to keep doing it, and that's the way it was done. So I honestly, if I wouldn't have been brave enough to follow my heart, to know that I needed to make a change, which took many years for me to do, I don't believe that I would be in this spot, because I just was of that mentality that something like this was a gimmick, or something like this had to have a catch to it, right? it had to have a catch. There's no way you could make 6 or 7 figures doing something like this from home and having flexibility of time and resources and, you know, being able to be there for your family. Like, it just, I never felt like it was possible for me. But so I never actually started pursuing this as a career. I just had determined that we were going to make this work, and we knew we had a lot of sacrifices coming when I stayed home, but you know, I just tried to kind of bottle up that stress about finances and just put it aside and just enjoy doing what I knew in my heart and where I felt God wanted me to be, which was home with my kids. So but doing that and being a very driven person, I needed some goals, right? Like, all of a sudden I went from having goals and ways to measure success for myself and for what I was doing to really changing diapers and mopping kitchen floors and, you know, just kind of feeling a little bit stuck with that because my network of friends and, you know, associates and the people that I would connect with were just kind of not there for me anymore. So my goal that I decided I needed to work on was my health, and that was something that was daunting to me, to not just exercise every day, but to work on my nutrition so that I could have more energy. You guys, I remember coming home from work and just being on the couch and not feeling like I had anything else to give to my kids and my family, and I just, I was tired of feeling like that mom who, you know, just wasn't enough. And I wanted to be enough. I wanted to feel better about myself so that I was enough. And I skeptically started this at-home workout program because I had never really had any success with anything like that. And drinking this shake, which I thought was really expensive and, you know, wasn't going to do anything more than the protein shake that I bought at Walmart after my that I had after my workouts. And I just went all in to the program. I knew there was a 30-day window that if it didn't work out, I could get all my money back. And I look at Jen because I know she has a similar story to that. And I just fully expected to send everything back on day 29 and say, I knew it wouldn't work. I knew it wouldn't work for me. But I knew I did want to commit to it to see if it would work too. And I did. I tried this 21-day plan. It taught me portion control. I felt great and when I had Shakeology in the morning, and I just felt like I just had energy. I just felt good, and I just wanted to keep drinking it, you know, despite all of the, you know, the nutrition and things that I could tell you about it. I just felt good, and to find something that was easy for me to do that allowed me to feel good and to make progress was something I just wanted to keep in my life. So I just kept doing it, and as I did it, I had no intention to help anyone else. Just, you know, I was working with my husband, and we were working on our health, and but I just, you know, when I started to lose weight, when I started to feel so much better, when I started to see what I was doing with my kids and how that made me feel as a mom, to feel good in my clothes, to go to my closet, to have this wardrobe to all of a sudden draw from. I just knew so many other moms that were just like me, working full time or at home, and just really didn't feel like they had any connection. And I just wanted to start sharing that a little bit more with people, because I just felt like that would be selfish of me not to do that. And I was scared. I didn't know how to do it. I wasn't on social media. Like, I talked to my coach and I said, okay, I want to do a group like this, right? I was in a virtual accountability group, and I said, I want to help other people to just see this. And I didn't feel like anyone would listen, and I put a post out there about a book that I was using when I was pregnant, and people were thankful for that. Just that one small thing, and it gave me enough bravery to start pursuing this. And that first paycheck, I paid for swim lessons for my son, and we were able to get my daughters involved in gymnastics. And I just started all of a sudden seeing, not only was this helping people and that was making me feel good, and I was feeling good because of the workouts and things I was doing, but I could eliminate that stress that I bottled up inside of me that was going to happen because at some point we weren't going to have enough money to live, because, you know, we were just so tight into our living arrangements, and if things happened, then it was going to be hard for us to make ends meet. And I all of a sudden started feeling that pressure go away by helping people, by knowing that I could make that possible. And now it feels like a gift to be able to sit here with another mom who feels the same way, to know that a lot of you watching are people who have been helped by this program too, and that are moving your families forward, or that you have goals, and on some level you've seen some spark of what this can do for you. And we're just so enthusiastic to share that happiness in your life, to be an advocate for your health, to live in a position where you're surrounded by great people, instead of all of the negativity that's going on. And I'm grateful to have that and to bring you into that. And I hope to inspire just a small piece in your life, whether it be every day or once a week, but to have you check in here and feel like something more is possible for you because of what we do here in the boot camp. So I'm going to let Jennifer tell you a little bit about her story too.
So my story, I'm a widowed mom of 2 little girls, and when I started this journey, it was something that, it was the same program that Tina mentioned that my sister actually had been suggesting to me for months and months and months for me to try, because I was not in a good place mentally, physically, emotionally. I mean, we were stopping at the store and eating out of the freezer aisle every night, which meant I was throwing most of it away. I was gaining weight, my clothes weren't fitting, I had no energy. I worked full-time outside of the house, so when we got home at 5:30 at night, I had no energy for the girls. I mean, it was just like I was just this big puddle of emotion, and I didn't know how or where to go. And so after months of listening to my sister talk to me about all of these things that this program was doing for her, like Tina, I said, okay, send me the link, I'm going to try it. It's not going to work, but I'm going to try it. And I went all in because, I invested this money in it, and I wanted to see if it really could work, even though I didn't think it would. So 21 days, and, of course I had a physical change, but my change really at that point was more emotional and mental, because at the end of those 21 days, I found myself back in the kitchen, and I was eating better than I have ever ate in my life, and my girls were actually eating the suppers that I was preparing for them, and they were starting to ask for, carrots instead of a cookie all the time. Not always, but all the time. And, it really set the example for them that exercise is just something we do, and we had to go buy them their own weights. And so at the end of those 21 days, I felt like I had something to give, like I was actually living life, because before this, I was at a point where I was ready to go to my doctor and say, I can't function, I need something to help. And this did it for me. And so I signed up after those 21 days just for the discount. And then as I continued on my journey and completed other programs, people started asking, like, what are you doing? You look so great. You seem so much happier. You smile more. Your eyes are brighter. All these like non-scale victories. And so as I talked to these friends and family members about it, and then I started getting more dialed into our team, it started becoming more apparent to me that this was an opportunity that could provide something more for me and the girls. It's provided the chance for my oldest to do dance class. This opportunity is sending us to Disney World for a week in November, and those are things that as a single mom probably wouldn't be in the budget, if it weren't for this opportunity. And really, that's awesome. But what I really love are the messages I get from the people that have joined me. And they say, thank you for pushing me when I need it. Thank you for showing me that meal plan. It doesn't have to be hard. I always thought it had to be hard, but you make it look easier, and you share all these tips and tricks. And so it's getting that feedback that you are making an impact in other people's lives, and helping them feel better and live better. And then you get the message. I had one this morning that says, my husband has been such a naysayer about this, but he asked for my login to my virtual workout academy this morning. He said he's going to try it. And he just spent 2 days prepping all of his food in a hotel room because he's that committed, because he's seen this journey. So that's what it's all about for me. The extra trips and classes and things for the girls, that's great. But what really makes me feel good is that I found something that made me feel better on the inside, and now I'm able to share that and help other people feel better.
Yeah, and you know that ability to serve people, like that's what we all want in life, right? Like, because that creates drive for you. So it was, I was that person who said, I can't be a coach. I haven't lost any weight. I don't have this 100-pound weight loss transformation. In fact, when I do start losing weight, I don't have 100 pounds to lose, right? And people already knew me as the crazy person who marathon and triathlon and all of those things. But so I took that, right? And I put that aside for a minute. And you'll need to put that aside for a minute too, because you'll feel like you aren't capable to be a coach, right? That you aren't capable to lead people. And you'll see that because you'll feel like there's so much in your life that you want and need to improve. And I want you to know that's normal, because that's all of us, right? That's how that's life. That's, society teaches us to never feel as good about ourselves because then we'll keep buying stuff. We'll keep dieting, right? Because it's never enough.
Yep.
It's enough. You are enough. Where you are right now is enough. And you starting this journey and not only doing that, but sharing that with other people will help motivate you to keep going. Because I know, there's times when I would have done really great and times when I fall off, and my nutrition kind of goes downward in a spiral quickly, and sugar comes back into my life with a vengeance. And if I wasn't checking into a group every day, seeing people push past obstacles like that, being vulnerable to tell people I'm struggling with that, and helping each other, I just would be back to where I started. Yep. And that doesn't have to be how you live your life. You can live your life in a way that is full of positivity, that shares this message of what's possible, right? And that we are enough, and that, you can, it's not selfish for you to spend time caring for yourself and helping other people to do that too.
Right, yeah, and I would just add that, before I started, reaching out and helping other people, I can tell you on one hand how many times I had exercised before that. I wasn't into running or swimming or home workouts. Like, it just wasn't part of my life, and I shared my nutrition piece. And so, when I started the coaching part, I thought there's nobody that's going to want to join me. I'm not an expert. I don't have this long background in nutrition or fitness or exercise. But isn't that kind of where most of us start? Like, you want to start somewhere, but you don't know where. And you want someone to say, this is what you need to do. Follow these 7 workouts and follow this nutrition plan, and you're going to feel better. And so I think, that's something that holds a lot of people back, is they want to do it, but they don't know how. And you have this, this negative mindset that you're not enough. And it's like Tina said, we are. We're all the same in that aspect, that we want to do better for ourselves.
Yeah. So follow us this weekend, you guys. Stay engaged when we're going to share things that we're learning, that we're doing. And, I hope that you see, if you feel, I can relate to that. I can relate to any part of this. We want to hear from you. We want to help you to just understand your goals, first of all, to understand what you might need or where you want to go, to make changes and why, right? Because when you have that belief and when you have that understanding of what that purpose is, it makes a big difference. So Jennifer and I actually partner a lot, and we run a new coach training group to teach you everything you need to do, right? You guys do not need to learn how to sell products to people. You don't. It's not part of this game at all. What we do teach you how to do is how to work on your own health and fitness, how to work on your mindset, how to develop yourself to have more positivity in your life. And then we teach you how to inspire other people by doing those things and living that way. So why not, right? Is there any of that part that you don't want in your life? For me, it was scary, but I knew I needed that in my life, and so we went forward. So our new Coach Training Academy starts the first Monday of every month, and we want to help you get a jump start on that. You guys, there's training that you can do now to help get ready for that. You can start working on your health and fitness so that you have some confidence, so that you have some experience in a couple of weeks. to share with people, right? The program we started on was a 3-week program. You guys, we had results to share after 3 weeks, and you will too. So make sure that you comment below, just comment below information, and we'll reach out to you this weekend to teach you a little bit more about what this is all about.
Yeah, and Jordan, it is scary. It's scary for everybody when you start to think about putting yourself out there and being vulnerable. But you're right. It is absolutely amazing to be able to help other people and see everybody feeling better, living better, and then inspiring their family members to do the same.
Yeah, just take a risk to check it out, because there's no there's nothing that would if you decide it's not for you.
You have nothing to lose.
You have nothing to lose with that. So we're excited. So we are going to get up the mountain to Park City.
Yes.
Thanks you guys for joining us this morning. Happy Friday. We hope this sends you into a really great weekend and with some positive vibes this morning. So
have a good one.
Thanks so much.